Yo, what is up, guys? We are back with another episode of the Physique Collective Classic Recap. I have literally pretty much just landed back from Portugal. So please forgive me, I'm rolling on about 2 hours sleep collectively because we got in, I think it was about half three last night, and I was back up at 6 doing a day's worth of check-ins. But we are here in body and in spirit. I'm not quite sure if mind is still here, but I am joined with the classic gods as promised for the recap of the Portugal Pro Qualifier. Lads, how are we? How is things?
Very good, man. Not much from my end. Not much has changed. I've started prep, but had I started prep on the last one? I think I might have been about a week in or something. Yeah,
I think so. Yeah.
it's flying off, man. It's obviously it's easy at 3 weeks in, but man, this prep's gonna be so easy. I don't know if it's on my story. My client, like Chris, is like literally still working a manual job and stuff, and he tagged me in his story. He was like, "How's this for cardio?" And he was like, doing enclosed.
I see that.
He does like materials testing for like nuclear bunkers and shit, like nuclear power stations and stuff, and he's like sweating his nads off. I was like, mate, I'm so happy I ain't got to do a job like that anymore on prep. Fuck that.
Was that the one where he was like climbing out of that thing that looks like a fucking industrial boiler?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, what the fuck?
Like a 7-ton boiler, and he's like climbing through these little crevices in it. He's
Surely
like 6'4" as well. He's not a
get to
small
a
dude.
point- Surely he's going to get to a point where he gets too big and he can't fit through there, so he's going to have to leave his job.
Well, that's our goal. He say this. I think it was what day we're on. We're on Thursday now. I think it was Monday. He got to a job, and he was too big for the hole. The hole was like it would just fit his head in, but he was like, "You're having a laugh in here," and he couldn't do it. He had to go in.
Fuck's sake.
Lou, squeeze him in. Let's go.
Not much exciting going on for myself, other than adjusting to being a father. All that going on. All that going on. I'm a few days, 3 days, I think, into a mini cut. Bit of a deficit. Just pull back my appetite. That's going well. Pretty much pilled already. Should be on stage next week.
To the Ireland Pro Qualifier, yeah?
It was like deja vu all over again, like this point last year, going into a bit of a appetite resensitization and then RFL and then doing like fucking 5 shows.
It's coming.
That's not fucking happening this year. Not a chance, man. Not a chance.
A little bit different circumstances this time around, isn't it?
Yeah, fully.
I think Isla will cut your balls off if you do that this year.
Yeah,
I'm gonna cut them off anyway, bro. No more kids, fam. Castrate them things.
You got to get in the super heavies next year anyway, so you can't afford to diet down again.
Exactly, mate. Exactly. I need to sit at about 10,000 calories every day. Training day, non-training day, same. Just sit there, bare food.
Yeah, but mate, the size you're putting on already is just a fucking joke. Like,
it's not normal.
I put up a physique shot. I'm like, what the fuck is happening here?
It's coming on well, man. It's coming on well. Obviously, that first initial like drop off from obviously where the baby came and the food wasn't in as consistent and whatnot. So I dropped off, like I said, I think about a good part of 6 kilo. And you can see that visually where you kind of flatten out a bit. I was like, oh, fuck. So you feel like you go do like two steps forward and like 5 back. So for fuck's sake. But catch a pump and then I'm happy. It's just when you look at yourself flat in the morning, and you're like, fucking hell.
Yeah, but now the stress has like landed from like him being born and everything, and you've dropped that kilo. It's like give you such a good runway as well to just go straight at it again.
Yeah, man. So it's about once the appetite's firing again, which it already is, to be honest, at 3,000 calories from like 4.7 to 3. I'm pretty ravenous already, but we'll ride it out for as long as we can and then just fucking propel into the absolute mass solar system.
Like, you want to get prominent before going back up, don't you?
Yeah, because I was at the point where I was still getting meals in when he dropped them down to 4.2k. So it went from 4.7 at the peak down to 4.2. He's like, let's see how you are for a week. I was like, I'm getting every meal in, but it's a bit of a mission to get the meals in. So I know that food's only going to go north from here. So I'd rather correct it now than have to start massing again, appetite go. Do you know what I mean? Because I'm so fucking appetite sensitive. I just need to get a good baseline of appetite and then just fucking, like I say, skyrocket from there, really.
Yeah, man. Up the primo, double the trend. Let's go.
Trust me, bro. 1 vial per kilogram of body weight. That's how we roll.
Yeah, that is it. That's how it should be.
Exactly.
It's a wonderful thing, isn't it, Trembolone? I've fucking missed it.
Same.
Wait, I got it in. I had it like the RFL, and then it went again. I was like, oh, come on now. I just
Just dangled the carrot in front of
yeah.
it.
It's like 4 weeks, like energy was like disappearing. I was like, oh, I can feel it now. And then I was like, oh shit, it's gone.
Should have just kept it in, bro. So, oh man, sorry, I didn't realize that you pulled it
Yeah.
out.
Oh shit, sorry, Joe. I was looking at the wrong sheets.
Yeah, I was looking at the old sheet.
From 22 weeks, and it's like I didn't want to raise it. I was like 22 weeks on trend. I was like, I've loaded it up now. I may as well. Fuck this. I'm still on like 3,300 calories as well, and it's like I think I dropped at one point. I think I was like 12 days in and 12 pounds down the other week. No, it was like just after about 14 days in, so 2 weeks in, and 12 pounds down. I was like, fuck me, don't need to do a RFL at this point. Just fell off.
Yeah.
I got like one of my meals at the moment is literally just like chicken and salad. And every time I make it, and
I hate that.
over the top, it gives me like PTSD from my RFL. It just gives me little flashbacks because that was like every single meal. So,
Look at it and shudder. You're like, oh.
Yeah. I'd rather have like a teaspoon of rice with each meal than do like one meal 60-gram rice and one meal nothing with salad. I'd rather just have the tiniest bit.
So you know what? I don't mind it because like if you got a good amount of chicken, like 200 gram, you know, it's a fair bit of chicken, and then just a fuckload of like fucking mixed salad. And you can do like 300 grams, feels like 3 kilos of veg, you know what I mean, in a big fucking bowl. But again, it feels like air, doesn't it? You eat it, and it's a bit like McDonald's. You eat it, and then 5 minutes later, you're hungry.
Yeah, there's nothing can cure that. I really like. I used to be a fuss eater so bad as well before I started bodybuilding and stuff like that. And that's when you know I'm like starving because I'll start eating salad because I fucking can't stand salad until I'm about 4 weeks out, and I'm like, I will eat anything. I will eat a quaver off the floor at this point.
Facts, man. Right, should we jump into it then?
Yeah. So, what are we going through first? You want to go through the images and stuff that Brad sent over of obviously the classic show at the weekend?
Yep.
So obviously Brad was at the Portugal show.
So, funny story. We actually nearly fucking missed it. Like, we got there, went to buy spectator tickets, and they were like, we're sold out. And we were like, oh, okay, don't worry, we'll just get the pro show then, like the pro qualifier. They're like, no, we've sold out spectator tickets for the whole day. We were like, what? It's like 10 o'clock in the morning. They're like, yeah, it's gone. We were like, fuck. She was like, you might be able to get a coach's pass. So like 5 of us like ran downstairs. We were like, are you still doing coach's passes? They're like, yeah, how many? We're like, 5? They're like, yeah, sure. So we literally just got 5 coaches passes. Like Jazz.
How much extra for the coaching pass?
Huh?
How much did you have to pay for the coaching pass?
70.
70 quid.
Bro, I paid 95 to watch the fucking Ben Weeder.
This is
Yeah,
what I said.
spectator.
Still cheaper than the Ben Weeder. So
Bro, I watched both sections and I had to pay for me and Isla.
yeah.
Christ, I paid a deposit for a mortgage.
Yeah, innit? I think what it was is because like obviously Two Bros section the day off, so they know who's coming in, who's going out, so how many's left. I think where they're not tracking who's going in, who's going out, they've just got a set number that they can sell because it was pretty dead in the evening where people had left. Like there was loads of seats left, but they were adamant. They were like, "No, there's going to be no spaces." And I was just like, well, "All right, we'll just sit backstage, and then when Jazz is on or when Classic's on, I'll come and watch." And yeah, the venue was fucking sick though. Like,
Yeah, it looks so good. That's the venue Ballinger was at last year for the same show, weren't it? Is it the Estoril Casino? Is that what it's at? Yeah. Looks awesome.
The lighting, everything about it, like music, like everything was just on. Even like the backdrop, like it wasn't that constant flickering and changing. It was just one set thing. They even had the classes above the competitors as well. So you just knew everything that was going on. It was just how the show should be, to be fair.
Sick.
Standard was very good as well. Very good.
We'll pull that up right now. Here we are. Look at this. Look at the pro.
Class A. I think it was one guy on his own. But B, C, D, just everyone. I got like the first call out and then the winners of the class.
So this must have been A, the short. What I think D is the shortest actually, because I think are we in C, Brad? What are we in?
Oh no, we're B.
Yeah, so it's
B,
A shortest, B, C, D tall. Yeah.
B tech fellas.
So that's C. That's B, winners.
This is a good class. There's Graham as well. We mentioned Graham the other day when the Ben Weeder was on. I think was he in Matt's class? I know he's from Northern Ireland as well. I was chatting to he was with Matt when I was chatting to him outside. Super cool rig, man.
Yeah, I was
Is this
thinking
class
of
B?
show. Huh?
Is this class B?
Yeah.
Yeah, Matt's class C, isn't he? Matt would be my class.
These guys were very good. The only thing I didn't like, the guy in the middle, like he was good, but he just had like real arrogance about him. Like he kept stamping really hard on like the stage every time they moved him and like clapping his hands really aggressively. There was the guy to his right. He was center stage the whole time.
This guy on the second in from the left.
Yeah, he had like sick lines, sick
I thought
pose.
he had the best physique. It was like so close. I said that to him and Graham because like Graham pulls up, he's got these beautiful high quads that come out sweeping right from the top. And when he pulls a vacuum, it pulls it in just like that. And I said, you in second place was like very, very like some of the most classic up there. It was really, really good, man.
The guy in the middle, there was just something about him that I just didn't really like vibe with. Like he had a good rig, but not insane. The guy to his right was so much better. And when they finally did put him in the middle, he just did this thing where he like cut in front of him so finely. It was almost like a bit of a fuck you. And I was like, nah, like why did you do that? But he did look sick. His posing was good. There was a little bit of unsportsmanship that I just didn't like from that. But other than that,
That's one thing I'm wondering about. Like if we have a crack at European shows this year, so I've never obviously done a European show or an international show. Who's been on the circuit the longest kind of thing? Do you get what I mean? No, I pressed the what do you call it?
The finger.
And then it stopped. I think it stopped after the video. It's only my clients on my WhatsApp chat anyway, I think.
yeah, C again was a very, very good lineup. There wasn't like in all of these lineups, there wasn't really anyone that was like, right, clear winner, clear winner, clear winner. It was like, oh shit, actually, hold on a minute. Like, which one of these guys could take it?
Yeah. Who did turn pro? Which class? Which class when it did? Oh, the smallest.
Yeah.
No way, man.
Which, to be fair, like in the overall lineup, I wouldn't have put him as the winner. I would have put C.
It's quite rare that as well because like yes, you're allowed a certain amount of poundage like per your height, but generally like I know Danny Howarth's going the next international show, is he in classic or he's doing the next two bros regional?
Yeah,
Danny's weight cap is like tiny because he's like a bit shorter than us, and it seems like fucking hell, man. Like how is he like a couple of kilos over the weight cap already? And you get guys that are like 6'4", it's like what 6'2" and something. It's just insane the amount of weight they have over the cap.
Yeah. That was the overall, and they looked nuts. Like every single one of them was just ridiculously good. But I had C as the winner. D was very good. He had like an incredibly small waist, nice proportionate legs, nice proportionate upper body.
This one second in from the left stands out the most, I think, really.
That was C. That's who I had.
Yeah, he does in that shot. I don't know. The guy on the right next to him hit that front double lovely though.
Yeah,
that was B.
I think as well as a whole from the show, everybody's classic posing was pretty polished. Whether it was like graceful or like silly, not silly, but like over the top classic transitions and so. Even if it was just very clean cut bodybuilding stuff, everybody could pose to be marked and be marked well.
You know how that guy's hitting that front relax there with the hands on the hips, pretty much doing a front lat spread. I'm surprised I don't get marked down for that,
They were very, very strict on certain things. So Class D kept pulling his trunks up to the point where one of the judges literally shouted, "Leave your trunks alone, stop pulling them up."
Yeah. Yeah, man. It
was like that at the Ben Weeder too. I think like because a lot of the time they get an international judge in, and a lot of the time it is from the US, and they're like, "Look, I'm here to do a job. Like, there's no fine. Like, I want to compare you."
But yeah, A was very, very good. And one of the things that you love to see at the end of it, like when they called him out, just the emotion and just love that he felt from that as well. Like you could tell how much it meant to him. So very, very humble guy.
seeing anyone get a pro card in person though, like it's so lovely to witness, and it like watching Matt get his pro card and watching who was the men's physique dude? What was his name? Louis. That's it. Yeah, when he got it as well, like the whole roof blew off.
That guy's a fucking unit. I trained at Definition the weekend before going to Portugal because I had a client compete at PCA, and I think he had a guy in one of the men's class, and I trained at Definition, and I was looking at him, I was like, I swear that's Louis, I swear that's Louis, and they come up to me, I was like, this guy's a fucking mountain, like Jesus Christ. I don't know who the guy was, but it was a joke. I was like, what the fuck?
He seemed to have just grown through his prep as well, because I seen him at the Compact Show last year. I know he was like big, like just standard amateur classic build, but man, he's so fucking round. It's just retarded. And I hope he does go into classic. I think that is what he's aiming to do, because he's just born for it, man. And obviously he's got so many kilos that he's now allowed being a pro.
Yeah,
He'd definitely to, I think.
Without a doubt.
Did you guys get any questions and stuff and rate my rigs?
I didn't get any questions, but I got some rate my rigs. I put in the chat the guys that commented on it. Yeah, it's a recap of that Portugal. Stupid standard. Very, very fucking good. Very, very entertaining show to watch as well. The only thing that they actually did differently was it was only the overall winners that were allowed to do their posing routines.
Really? That's a bit shocking. I think the class was pretty busy though, from what I've seen. Like Graham's class in our high class seemed to have a fair people in.
I want to say maybe 10 to 12. I think he had the busiest. There was 38 classic competitors in total.
Oh, so it's not like insanely busy.
No. Classic B was, I think, 13 or 14 maybe. And then the rest was kind of like A was 1, C I think was somewhere between 5 and 7, and then D was 4 or 5 I think.
Sometimes as well, people just get lucky with the amount of people in your class.
Yeah,
we have like the most common height as well, and the class above us, I can never remember whether it's C or B. There's only like 2 height increments of inches.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just sent over my client for the rate my rig because he's private on Instagram. I've just realised you wouldn't be able to see him.
Yeah. You got the picture that I put in there of the guys that want to.
Yeah, I'm just clicking on it now, and then we've got. So let's kick it off with T, shall we?
Mate, this dude,
the one you put in the chat the other day.
yeah, today.
It might still,
He checked in today, and I just looked at it. I thought, fuck, this is coming in quick, man.
Yeah.
It's like 6 weeks into prep, and he just comes in so quick. Like it's just a ridiculous build. Like the arms are like Flex Wheeler-esque, like they're like golden era. That when he does like the single bicep and that tricep just hangs down, like he's got like 5 different bits of separation from like his bicep to his tricep. Like the waist, I think like the waist is probably the smallest in the UK. Once we obviously blow them shoulders up a bit wider, bring them lats out a bit more. I don't think the quads need to go out anymore.
I want to see a rear shot of him.
Yeah, stupid. Like, can we also add to the jury that this kid is natty?
Yeah, there we go.
Natty and 19.
Yeah.
Hold on.
And he hasn't been training that long either. I'm pretty sure he's been training, like off the top of my head, I'll probably get it wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's been like fucking 2.5, 3 years.
Mad. Absolute madness. Is he aware how good he is yet or not?
I don't know. I would say so, but I don't.
He's a nice kid though. He's like, he don't like fucking blow smoke of his own ass or something. So here he is with Yemi, who's obviously just turned pro, like end of last year.
Yeah. That's 2 of the smallest waists in the country there.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. I'm excited to see, like, once we get him fully pilled up, to see how that waist ends up. I think I said to him, bro, you're going to snap.
I remember when you sent this over and he'd not long joined you, had he?
Yeah, there we go.
How long has he been prep for?
How long's what?
How long has he been in prep for?
6 weeks.
Well, this was 30 weeks ago, yeah, or 28 weeks ago, and that was his first month of, yeah.
And he's fucking grown as well.
He already looks like this.
Do you know
No.
what I'm saying? And he's still got 16 weeks to go for the 2 Rose Naturals and then the UK DFBA after that.
That's crazy.
Is he doing the Heart of England show?
Not sure just yet. Not sure just yet.
I remember with that. I think they're all like spaced like only a week apart as well, though, as well.
Yeah.
It's just the wackiness of those full like sweeping quads and then just nothing in his midsection.
Right, the quads are like just ridiculous, man. Like they're genuinely like they're just like the separation is gnarly and the size is another thing. Like even his hamstrings from the side, like I don't know if he's got many shots from the side, but even his hammies aren't small. You know, like even his hammies are quite thick and built, which is just ridiculous.
Sometimes you see that with like real kind of early stages in like training development. They'll have like massively overpowering, say quads, for example, because that's what they target, and then underdeveloped hamstrings. So it's rare that you see someone like quite early on to have very well balanced like legs. So
Yeah.
so they have both, yeah.
It's
Isn't it?
also
Rare to see
poses
anybody
like
look like this at this age ever, though. This is
he sent me one of his routines he's working on because obviously he's going to do different routines for each show. My G, real poser. But he sent me one of the routines that's fucking sick, man. Like his flow is like so good as well. So he's just like I said in the post, man. He's just born for it.
He is like I don't like.
So,
T will know that I rate him because I've popped up to some of his stories saying, mate, I don't think you ever realize like how good you are. This is insane.
He's bare humble, so humble. He's so chilled out, and he's doing all of this like while doing his uni exams as well.
Yeah,
He's so busy at uni while getting this prep done, which is just insane.
this T will be literally one of the biggest names in the UK in 2 years.
Without a
he's
doubt.
19 as well.
Yeah, 19, man.
See, he'll be a pro before he finishes university. And then he
I
won't
think
use his fucking degree.
I didn't even start bodybuilding when I was 19, man.
No.
I did, but I was just eating like D-ball and KFC and getting pissed at the weekend. So just more progress on the drain.
Oh, man. I missed the D-ball and KFC days. I used to go KFC literally every single night, man, when I was dirty bulking.
And no one knew what blood work
Chicken,
was.
chicken.
You used to take some milk thistle if you were on the Anavar or D-ball, and that was it.
I was on the pro hormones, and they was like, "Yeah, take the milk thistle."
Swing for the fences, my boys. Who else have we got? So we've got T. Mate, if we're rating, I'm just gonna rate him a straight up 10 because it's just stupid.
Yep.
It's like if this is junior classic, even in an assisted fed, this is a 10, man. If we're sharing him for where he's at, it's just mad.
Without a doubt,
It's
10.
stupid.
10. For that age, being natural, you know, the shape, the flow, yeah, you're not getting any less than a 10, Toyton.
It's just a simple fact. It just doesn't make sense. Yeah, 10.
Here we are. The fucking janitor has asked for rate my rig because he can't not be talked about. He's cleaning up so much.
We've been speaking
on a
about
bodybuilding media news outlet. He's doing something wrong.
he I think someone put a question box up, or he put a question box up when he was like asking about shows when I was out in Portugal, and I was like, bro, do Portugal, just fucking jump on a plane and come out here and come take this as well. And he was like, don't tempt me. And I was just like, he fucking could. The man is literally a Hoover. He's cleaning up.
I literally can't say you they called him the janitor the other day. He was fucking pissed himself. But it's so funny because like all of these, he's not even meant to have done a show yet. His first show, I think it's the Conte Classic at Fit Expo, the NFM.
Bro, he's going for the double. Who do you know that already wins the overall, secures the ticket to the Atlas, and he's like, do you know what? I'm just going to turn up and take a nut out off of someone just because I can.
Yeah.
I fucking rate him though. Like, just turn up. Don't give a fuck, mate.
He's got it all, isn't he?
He's like, you see him, he's on stage, and then like within hours, he's back at work on the roof.
Yeah, it cracks me. That's another one. Like, if you don't work a manual job, you don't understand.
Yeah.
You won't ever comprehend how different it is.
Yeah.
I really rate his rig. I think it's sick. It's so aesthetic. Like
Balanced.
Like his
so
his
well balanced,
texture.
such nice lines. The fucking razor obliques that you just don't see a lot of like in general, nice obliques and pretty abs in bodybuilding whatsoever.
Yeah.
It's just very pleasing, isn't it? You just look at his physique and go, fucking sick, very balanced, like real tight midsection.
Not even the same dude.
Night and day.
Progress. Look at that fucking progress, man.
I don't think I've ever seen a real back shot of Craig's.
No, Craig, where's the back shots at, bro? Obviously,
on,
the back
bro.
can't be that bad because you're out there cleaning up janitor style.
Yeah, I know. You wouldn't be winning overalls if you had a shit back.
No, exactly.
I think the only one that he like that I've seen that he didn't get the overall at was the PCA where Dan Bastick turned up. And Dan,
Oh yeah.
like,
Dan is a mountain, bro.
exactly, like
He was leaner than Dan by all means, but
Well,
Dan
Dan did the overall the week before, but I think he was sick and he was on antibiotics.
yeah.
So he did the show the week before, and then he come back and did the Southwest one because he obviously lives down there.
Dan Bastick's rear double is probably one of the nastiest rear doubles I've seen, man. It's like so savage.
It's retarded. It's so good.
man has got some serious density. So
I think Craig, you know what, like as someone who's not a big bodybuilder and in classic, obviously my pet hate is fucking getting out muscled by guys that cram into the classic weight cap, just miss it, just get in by the skin of the nuts and aren't classic whatsoever. However, if I got absolutely fucking spanked by Craig on stage, I'd just be like, fucking fair play, because there's some nice lines, man. He fits the class very, very well. Very aesthetic rig.
yeah, I agree.
Out there in front of everybody. Bodybuilding classes, everything. Bangs the most muscular and just
Yeah. And then look at that.
takes them back to school. Pulls this off. 500 quid. Thanks for coming.
And then he took the overall. Then he took the overall and won $1,000, didn't he?
I think it was 100 for class and 500 for
500, wasn't it? Yeah, 100 and 500. 600 quid and an overall. Come on.
I'm pretty sure he took it off Chris Bain again.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he's come up against Chris Bain. He just keeps taking it off him.
Thanks for coming. Turns up on site with a 6-pack for the lads on Monday. See you later.
The rear double and the rear shots look good, man.
Yeah,
Go on, hit the 3/4 double, bro. Shoot.
Very balanced. All right, Craig.
Yeah, so do I.
No, man.
Feel like lovely.
I told him to take some time off between now and
Yeah.
October. I said, will you fuck off on holiday in September, will you, mate? He was like,
So as long as you're
"Alright,
sitting
got
in
one
September, we're cool.
plan."
Yeah. See, next year when I get back on stage, Craig, can you just like stay in off season, bro? Appreciate it.
Fuck
won't
just
get in
gonna
the cap, surely.
clean up 2023, 2024. You're just going to go continuously.
Yeah, you don't need an off season. You don't need an off season when you look like that. Like, it's
No.
class. Very good. All right, Craig. It's got to be a 9.5. It's very good.
I'm pretty sure he's gathering enough swords to build an at-home Game of Thrones fucking throne. Just gonna sit on it. He needs. I'm gonna edit a photo of him, man, sat on the Game of Thrones throne.
The swords. Yeah.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that right now. Where is he?
Do it.
Here's another one. This is your client, isn't it, Brad?
Oh yeah, this is Aiden. He must have missed the last one.
Didn't we speak about him the other day?
Yeah, he must have missed that one because he's done it again. This guy is fucking blowing up though.
Yeah, he is very good. He can actually pose as well. Oh, thank you, Aiden. Thank you for blessing our screens with a shot hit correctly, brother.
Very, very good flow on him. He's put a lot of time into his posing recently.
Yeah. And see if you try and get on next show as well. We're gonna see exactly what you're doing, man. We know you're good. Got a good rig, man. Has he competed before?
He looks good, man. Very
He
good.
was a coach before, and he was prepping for a first timers last year, but the guy was just fucking ruining him. And he was just like, Brad, I need your help. Like, I want you to finish this prep. And I was like, bro, I ain't carrying on this prep. Like, gotta look after your health. We are not doing a prep. And pulled him back, sorted his health out, literally cleared everything out, and now been progressively pushing up. And mate, it just every time he checks in, I'm like, what the fuck is even happening? Like, this is sick. Like, let's just keep going. Let's just keep going. Just gets more and more classic by the week.
Yeah, he does. He's got one of them frames, but I suppose you never know until you get there and put the muscle on what it's going to hang like. But you're right, the more he puts on,
He's a junior as well.
he just hangs up the quads, the more like symmetrical it looks up top with the like top line. It's very, very nice.
He's got that beautiful rib structure as well for a vacuum.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's 21. 21 or 22.
21.
It's good, man.
21, yeah.
Jeez, Brad, why have you not got him on a grammar trend, man? Come on. Doing
Yeah.
the service here.
Rookie numbers. Push those numbers up.
No, very good. All right,
Bring
Aiden.
it out, baby.
Get on stage, Aiden. We need to see it.
Yeah, we're planning next year, 100%.
And obviously,
Mr. OPH. Off. Here we go.
now, Mr. Off, you do not fit the requirements to see. Oh, you do actually, to have a rig to view. Your transformation is a fucking 10. Let me tell you that. I didn't think he had a shot of his transformation. That was what I was going to say. I was like, you do not have a body shot on there, but I know your transformation has been nuts. What an all-round nice guy, man.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a single person in the industry that don't like Jose.
Nice.
If they do, it tells you more about them than it does about Jose.
And to be fair, he is at all the FitXs, so
Yeah. He told me the other day he's emceeing about 4 different shows and different federations. You know, like PCA will be like, quarter turn to the right. He's actually emceeing the shows for them, which is cool.
I've always wondered why he never done that, because the guy's fucking sick at that stuff.
He needs to be on TV or something, man. Needs to.
Like, the comedy factor of this guy is just fucking next level. I know there's been times like in my last prep where I've been so fucking like dragged out and fucked. I'm like, right, I need to go watch a Joseph story of him like singing in the shower or something just to laugh at something, because I haven't laughed for days because I'm a miserable cunt at the moment. And he would just be like my comedy factor of the day.
He'll just voice note me out of the blue, or he'll ring me. And I remember for about a year, I didn't save his number for no reason. I'll be in the car driving. I think, who the fuck is this ring me? I'd answer. And he always does a different fucking accent or something every time he rings you, don't
So good at accents.
He'll ring and I'm like, hello. And it's like some like Essex accent. And I'm like, who's this? And then it's like starts pissing himself and fucking tries to wind me up all the time.
I usually get his David Attenborough.
Is either that or Terry Tibbs off Face Jacker?
Terry Tibbs, ladders, talk to me.
We've got one more to go over. We've got one more in the chat. Oh, Leon's put it in the chat as well.
Where is it? Is it him? Oh, yes.
Let me just screen share this, bro.
Yeah.
Here we are, Craig.
Craig, just for you, my man.
Yeah, check Craig out.
King of the North as well.
Story.
Literally King of the North. And then is this your client that wanted to rate my rig?
Yeah, this is my client, Ellis. Ellis from Scotland.
Lovely front double on him.
Oh, the quads?
Yeah.
I zoomed in on his cock then. I did not mean to do that, Ellis. I just got caught by the quads. Real nice balance, man. Real nice quarter turn. I love that in a quarter turn when it's just glute into ham and it's like almost exactly out the same amount.
Massing him across this year, getting ready to compete next year. Just get him in the best kind of position that we possibly can, you know, just to put him on stage for Classic.
Yeah.
Very good, man. Awesome.
Yeah,
yeah, I rate it, man. I can't wait to see like him get on stage, Aiden get on stage, you know, all these new rigs and stuff that follow us and that are part of it.
Yeah. And that's a very good, like, especially if, like, by the time we get to next year, that's going to be a serious first timers rig, man.
I definitely think Classic is becoming again that more popular competitive class, but also the standard is just getting better and better and better as well. Like, yeah, okay, we do have the odd fridge that jumps in as well, but from what I am seeing, there are like these younger guys that are coming up that love the posing, that love the actual kind of class criteria and fit it very fucking well as well.
Yeah. And Leon's just taking them all on and just corrupting them all. They're all natty and he takes them on and says, have some of this and welcome to the big boy league.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, you put these fucking natty guys.
Derek,
come to me, natty freaks. I will convert you.
So good.
To be fair, they're all converting.
even when someone gets spanked by Fridge now, the recognition does not go to the person that's won. It's very much respected who has got a real classic rig. And I think that the caliber is mad. And like going into shows myself this year, I don't actually give a fuck where I place whatsoever. I have a goal to win a regional and stuff like that. But I genuinely don't care because everyone is that good at the minute. So I just want to make something that I'm really proud of myself for, like with like posing routines, nailing condition, hitting a certain, not like obsessed over a certain weight, but you know, I've made X amount of improvements in muscle since last time and stuff like that. I was like, yeah, that's all you can fucking do, man. All you can do at the minute.
Laying down a good routine on stage, I think you're the same as me, right? You know, that feels better than any win.
Yeah.
Like across last year, that guest pose I did, you know, that felt, you know, equally as good as winning the overall across that last year.
Yeah,
it's a
big moment, man.
Yeah, man. Without a doubt. A little man.
He was screaming in the car.
To guide.
He was really hungry.
Oh, I thought he was making an appearance now.
The big man. Let's go.
He's gonna scream.
Yeah. Here he is.
One second.
Geezer.
What is up, champ?
Not have milk on your face.
Meal 5 down the hatch. How mad.
No,
It's not it. Yeah, bro, it's coming. It's coming, bro. It's coming. I know you're a hungry boy. There we go. Right, let's continue.
Okay.
Right.
So I think basically we've covered Portugal of the weekend. So we've got a mass of shows coming up. The New York Pro, Musclecontest Island, there's about 12 different shows on that same weekend as well that we're all going to go over. So I think using the remainder of the time just to maybe highlight some of the Musclecontests who we've got going in it, because there's a fair few British lads in there that are going to clean up.
I'd say that's probably going to be like the highlight of that show weekend, isn't it? Like, you've got the NFM and Fit Expo like weekend.
Yeah.
But the big one is going to be that Musclecontest in Ireland for sure.
Did you know Michael Double was going to do that, but he just pulled out?
Did you really?
Michael Double, apparently, from what I see on socials, was going to do the muscle contest, but now he's delaying to compete a little bit later on.
Okay.
Well, he's jumping in a show this weekend. He's doing the Pittsburgh.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I did see on one of the pages that he was going to do the muscle contest. Yeah. Maybe he might turn up last minute. God knows.
Maybe.
That'd be interesting.
You'd be pissed, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you would a little bit.
When he turned up to the Arnolds, he just looked absolutely fucking unreal.
Bro, have you seen his recent of the shots from like his last outing prior to Olympia to now? Bro, he looks like a different human being.
I think before the Olympia, he was a bit tired, man. He'd been going all year. He did a show like the week or two before the Olympia. He did the Kuwait, or he did that just after the Olympia as well. And I think he had a long old season.
Oh, yeah.
Let's kick it off with, man, we got your boy. This is obviously a few weeks old, 5 weeks old. John looks fucking enormous.
The best John to date, in my opinion, and shout out to Sammy for doing a fucking sick job.
Yeah.
My man has ate more Five Guys this prep than I've had cream of rice.
Yeah, I laughed the other day. I said he's going to get a sponsorship.
The Five Guys partnership, come on.
It's a madness.
Yeah, ridiculous.
It's definitely been a cool one to watch unfold, that's for sure.
Yes, very, very good. I have had some sneaky snapshots, but it's
Where was the most recent one where
so full and hard, man.
Sammy uploaded it?
This
Yeah,
is
up the top, it's the front relax.
recent one. These ones here is about, it was a week ago. Well, he's pretty much there, man. Just had some fluid to come off like the back, but it's so mad when you have someone with a metabolism like that, I think, because how this was post refeed, and look how deep the quad cuts are. It's fucking nuts.
Some people have just got that metabolism, hey man.
Crazy.
Literally. That front relaxed on the right, that's a recent one, I think.
Yeah, that was the other day. Well, no, this was from last week, that same day as that refeed, I think.
I think it might have been a story that I saw him put up.
Mm.
And I hadn't seen like any updates for a while. And I saw it and I was like, fuck, okay.
I'm going hard, man. So you've got John. You've also got Ryan Cartwright.
Yeah. Rhino Cartwright.
He looks mad.
See,
Right.
John and Ryan was competing for the pro card years ago, weren't they, together?
I saw him. I think I seen him when I was like 8 weeks out. When he was like 8 or 9 weeks out, and helped with his posing. Bro's massive. He's not lacking a thing.
The arms are so thick. Like
the thing that shocked me with the most was like the back. The whole posterior is so fucking dense.
It's the density and also the minuscule waist that goes with it as well.
It's very good.
So nice.
It all flows so much better than it ever has done. I think for like both John and Ryan, like this is definitely the biggest show of their career so far, because so much has changed, like in their own progress going into it. It's both the best they've ever been.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's gonna be a very interesting show.
Ryan's with Cal as well, isn't he?
Yeah. Yeah. It's very good. It's so clean, mate.
That's nice.
Oh,
Very
Think
nice.
as well, obviously, the dark horse himself, who's coming to take some souls.
Yeah, he's just like, I think the best way to describe Yem's structure is he has like an insect structure.
Yeah.
Like he looks like an insect, bro. Like it's crazy proportion. Like
This is like, I don't follow him. Fucking this
He's
is
got that
big.
alien status. For anyone who might think it's Photoshop, bro, look. I love the fact it just posts a video and it just makes it even more wacky than watching it, than looking at it in the photo, bro.
Yeah, nuts.
The ratios are nuts. He looks like he's grown so much on a prep.
Yeah.
Interested to see what he looks like next to John, who's like the biggest he's been. He's only like 2 kilos off the cap, I think, off his pro cap. And John's like 6 foot.
Well, that's what I'll be interested to see as well. Like, it's just the difference in sheer size.
Yeah.
Like,
Ryan,
Yem's made some mad progress, hasn't he, since he got the pro card?
yeah.
But it's gonna be interesting to see him lined up against, you know, some good pros.
I don't know how tall Yemi is.
Same height as me, I think, Class C.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he'll be the same height as John then.
Just a smidge below 6 foot.
It'd be cool to see him like stood up against him because it's such a different structure as well.
Yeah. Is there a shot with, because I know, because he obviously is coached by Ross, so shout out Ross. Niall was training with them, weren't they? There was Yemi and Niall training out of FLF. I follow Niall. Just like a good measure. There's Niall.
Yeah, One Punch Naz, another crazy physique.
Be interested to see what they all look like stood next to each other at the weekend. It's crazy. I don't know who else is on the list. Oh, I know one other guy that's on the list. I know Emin's on the list.
Is Naz doing the same show?
No, I don't think he's competing. So Emin's doing the same show. So I think he turned pro at the Portugal show last year. The one that Ballinger, because there was the super heavy that turned pro, I think, and there was Emin turned pro the show after in bodybuilding in heavyweight, I think, or middleweight, light heavy. But this guy's been going for years, man, and he's not missing a single thing. It's so mad.
Yeah,
nice.
I think with him being so short, it might let him down a little bit, just because Yemi's got a much smaller waist. Like Emin's got a tiny waist, but Yemi's is just alien. And it's way taller, so it's going to be slimmer on a taller structure as well. So I don't know if it will just completely outshine him, but he's never out of condition, man. Like on stage, it's disgusting.
As they always say, it is about matchups, in it. And if everyone's kind of the same kind of height, and then you got one short guy in the class, don't really know. But again, you've seen it go to the short guy, and the rest of the taller guys don't get a look in, you know. So we'd have to see.
Yeah, I'm interested, man. It's going to be a busy look at that, mate.
Fuck.
Disgusting. I don't know how old he is. I imagine like mid-30s, like 34 or something.
Disgusting.
Got that ultimate dad bod.
Hmm.
But I think that's pretty much it for who I know on the muscle contest.
Yeah, I can't think of anyone else that.
Where's the list? I know there's a list on Bodybuilding UK. Shout out Bodybuilding UK.
I was on Bodybuilding UK by Adam K. Big Ad.
Yeah, there we go.
I don't know any. Oh, fuck, man. We can't leave Jimmy out. I didn't even know Jimmy was doing this show. It's his pro debut too, right?
Oh shit.
Don't scratch your face.
Big Jimmy Tonk representing the UK. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, the quads are nuts.
Come on, man.
Huh?
He's real tall as well, I think. But do you know what? Everyone, the first thing they say when they think of Jimmy is "fuck, man, the quads," but everything else is so pretty.
Yeah, the top line is also incredible. I thought he was a C. Was he taller?
Well,
No, he's classy.
How is he? Fucking hell.
Yeah. But it's different. It's different when you're pro, though, isn't it? They just pretty much
they
pick you
don't.
the same.
Yeah.
They pick you the same call out.
Oh man, he just clickbaited me with that fucking sexy front double.
And
Done it
again,
again.
Was that just?
on Jimmy. Here we go.
Not lacking a single thing, man. I like how the arms tie into the delts. I like how the delts ain't too big for the chest and arms. I like how everything's just so sweepy and fucking nice, isn't it? So good.
I was nearly in the same show as him before he got his pro card at the Body by O on my first competitive season. I was going to do the Body by O 2 bros, which I paid for entry and stuff, but it was after that FitX show and was like, yeah, we're going to call it a day on this competitive season. But if I did it, I'd have been in the same class as Jimmy. I would have got absolutely spanked.
Welcome to the club, motherfucker.
Yeah.
That's so nice, mate. I can't call it, man. I don't know what recent condition he's in. I know Ryan is in like fucking disgusting condition. John,
John's in good condition. That Emil's in good condition. Yemi looks in the best condition he's been in. You know, his glutes are striated from top to bottom.
And he's made so much progress since the Arnolds as well.
Yeah. How would you
that he's only had like a short period since the Arnolds, but even in that time, what he's done is just laughable.
Yeah.
I wonder what he's going to do after, man.
Yeah.
He's still got so much space, isn't he, in his cap, as far as I'm sure.
I was surprised he was going to go again. I don't know.
Yeah, I thought he was going to stay and grow and fill that cap and then just come back and absolutely terrorize everyone at the fucking, even at the Olympia.
But it looks like they've just rode a rebound and just went, yeah, fuck it, you've put a load on, let's just jump in.
It's a bit like what I've done with Lewis Emmanuel. Like, we fucking rode a bit of a rebound and a bit of a push up, and he responded crazy. So we're doing a show this year.
Who have you got winning the Muscle Contest Ireland?
Oh,
Mate, it's just
don't know, man. I don't know. Really do not know.
you got some incredibly fucking good guys, but also some very, very different looks as well, which in their own right are just like fucking insane. So
I need to see Yemi. I need to see Yem next to these guys to see how he looks in terms of musculature. But if you're going to think about how the kind of decisions have been going in Classic at the moment with these real freaky structures, you would have to give Yem a good push forward for it, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
But John is probably going to be my favorite going into it, I would say. You know, John looks insane. Then you can't write off Ryan and you can't write off Jimmy. It's a very difficult one because they're all so different and they all bring different things to the table that are good attributes to their physiques.
You almost make an argument for one, then you're like, oh, actually, hold on a minute, but what about this? But what about this?
It's preference of the judges on the day, I think, you know, because if you consider things like presentation, you know, no one's touching John. No one on that stage is touching John when it comes to presentation, right?
Yeah.
So
well, let's stop being pussies and line it up then.
Fuck.
Fuck. Come on, man. Everyone's friends in the industry, right? No one gets upset about placings, really.
Shit.
I'm gonna say John.
Yeah, I'm gonna go John because again, I just
Who's going
need
first?
to see Yem stood next to John and them lot.
I've got a feeling that it's either gonna be Yem taking it because he's so different, or Yem coming fifth because he's so different. Which I don't think he deserves to be fifth, but I've got a
No,
feeling.
I don't. I think
Think pose for pose. Think pose for pose. If you put John next to Yem, you know, Yem's got a very good front double and a very good rear double. I think the only places where he's going to lose traction is going to be the side shots with Yem.
I don't think he has the muscle to hang in a front double. I think in a front relaxed.
The waist is so small, so it makes everything else look just ridiculous, doesn't it?
I don't think he's gonna be outside the top 4 or 5. I would put, based on what I've seen from condition of everybody that we've just had up, I would put John, Ryan.
I would say Ryan.
Yemi, Jimmy, and then probably Emin.
See, I would have swapped Jimmy and Yemi. Not that I agree with that, but I feel like that's the way it would go.
So who have you got second?
John, Ryan, Jimmy, Yemi, Emin.
What about you?
Damn, son. I'm going to go John, and I'm going to go Yemi second. And my reason for that is because structure, bro. Like, regardless if people have got muscle on him, you cannot overlook that structure. You know, this is classic at the end of the day. We always say it's not about the biggest guy in the class. It's about the shape, the flow.
I've only put him in third because I think whoever slips and is lacking in something of muscularity like Emin, or I haven't seen Jimmy's condition, so that's why I put him there.
Yeah, exactly.
If it's not ahead of Yemi, if it gives Yemi an excuse to go forward, I think it will. That's why I've put it like that.
I'll go Ryan third.
Yeah.
Jimmy and then Emin.
There we are.
Emin looks very good, don't get me wrong, but I do think he's, out of the guys that we've seen, he is the least classic in my opinion.
I think where is he? It's not that I think he's incomplete. I think he's a bit straight up and down in like the legs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like the shape of the front lat is nuts, but the quad sweep goes very low. It doesn't come up very high. Do you get what I mean? It's not crazy sweeping quads.
The lat spread, the rear double, the lat spread, everything's wild, but yeah, we shall see, man. We shall see.
Yeah,
it's gonna be fucking interesting.
I'm excited even way, like with the Brits in this class, man. Like, come on,
yeah,
let's fucking go. Like, leading the way, these boys.
John and Ryan is going to be a nuts battle. I've got John ahead because he's a few inches taller.
I'm really gassed to see Yem. You know, I just want to see how he compares to these dudes.
I think just the posing and like comparisons are gonna be fucking wild.
Everyone is so different in it. It's very, very good. It's very, very, very exciting.
That's the thing with classic. Like, everyone's so fucking like just the shape. No one has the same shape. Like, that's why it's so hard to judge, unless you've got Chris Bumstead and you know he's winning every time. You know,
here's one we've even missed.
This may change it because he looks pretty fucking good.
I was gonna say.
I thought I'd best check the stories in case there's people worth mentioning. It is a good rig, man. It's a good rig and it's very filled out and maxed out. I would still have Jimmy above this with how the muscle bellies are. It's not changing my placing yet.
I think him and Jimmy could have a good trade-off, to be fair.
I think Jimmy beats him.
Fucking pilled though. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that is like sickening.
I think the back would be letting him down, this dude. Well, not letting him down, but slowing him down in placings. We could be wrong. He could win the whole fucking show. Who knows? This is bodybuilding at the end of the day. You know?
I really think it is going to be a battle of the Brits, though. It's
I think so.
They seem to be leading the way, and that's things we love to see. Is there any well-known Irish guys doing it?
Not that I know of. The only
No.
Irish IFBB pros I know really in classic are Shane and Vinny. And is Giovanni turned pro in bodybuilding. And then Ib Sunny, but I don't think they're doing it. They're the last like kind of 4 to come out of Ireland.
Is that a young Neil Curry there?
That's what it says in there, sorry.
Yeah, it is.
This must have been the amateur. Oh no, IFBB Pro. Bro, another doing it? Yeah. Not that I'm being biased to my UK boys as well, but come on. The UK boys, everyone we place in the top 5 could do that with their eyes closed. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you don't beat that, then something's gone horrendously wrong. Sticking with it. What's the bet then, boys? What's on the line?
What's on the line? Fuck. Fuck. I reckon a dick pic.
A dick pic, a leaked dick pic. Hey, we're lucky my WhatsApp is literally clients only, right? Because I accidentally had that page open and I'm probably have to go back and edit things out.
Oh man. No, what is on the line, man? What's on
Right. Comment below what you think the thought it should be.
They say what's at stake.
Yeah.
Let the viewers decide.
And it can't be anything ridiculous. I'll get my nipple pierced. You want to fire
I've
that?
had mine done, bro.
I'll get something like that, like far away, but like, come on. It can't be like, tell us your worst life secret and let us see your DMs and shit like that. Come on.
Bro, do you know how painful a nipple piercing is?
I've heard.
I had mine done.
I know, so I'll probably do it just to disguise it, to be fair.
Yeah, I had it done before, and I took it out to have a shower and went to put it back in, and it already sealed up. I went through pain for nothing. Worst thing as well when you get it done is you forget that you've had it done. So go out the shower, you know, when you wipe yourself with a towel.
Yeah.
Bro, I did that, caught the nipple piercing. Oh my days. Oh,
I used to have the back of my neck done. I used to do that all the time. The worst feeling in the world. Just instantly makes you feel sick.
yeah, I nearly ripped that thing out.
I never really had piercings. I've had my ears stretched when I was a little emo kid. I was like,
Same.
yeah.
I had my ear stretched, man.
See, I've never done the ear stretching. I had my ears pierced. I had like tragus and my lip done, but I took them all out and I was like, right, fuck it. I'm just doing my nose and keeping my nose. That's it.
That one you could probably get like a 2 or a 3 straight back in again, but one's healed up. I grew up after that.
Have you got any for Rate My Physique? So have we done all of them?
No, that's it for Rate My Rig. Only Brad shared it, didn't he? So
Sick then.
you dropped the ball.
So yeah, exciting times for the muscle contest. I'm super excited to see how that goes. I think them order or placings that we've put, they could go which way anyway. I think just depending on how they look on the day. It's not about how they look on social media right now. We all know within these kind of things, you know, it's about who turns up and how they look on the day.
Mm-hmm.
And how much the person's paid the judges, really, you know. Really
Bro, let's face it, no matter what happens as well. If that top 4 is correct,
yeah,
the 4 British boys, which is fucking absolutely sick.
so fucking good, man.
It's cool.
Like you said, Yem is the dark horse.
The chances of one of those British lads is going to the Olympia from next weekend coming, which is fucking mad.
Yeah, trust me.
Gonna get the ticket, and there's a lot of pressure and stuff like that. I spoke to Ryan yesterday, and I replied to the story. I was like, "Bro, you look fucking nuts," and he does. All of them do. So best of luck to them all.
Yeah, I'm rooting for every single one of them, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's go. Like I say, they all look nuts in their own right, in their own shape, in their own thing that they bring to the table. So good fucking showdown.
Let's fucking go.
It's gonna be sick. Right then, boys. I think it's best we call it there. I think we're probably going to, about an hour, haven't we? Just over an hour.
Hopefully, we don't get any shit for putting people in placing. So
Yeah.
and you compete in. Remember, it's only our perspective and what we think and what could happen. So please don't be offering us out for fights in car parks.
That's it. It's nothing personal.
Look, if there is any backlash, look, I would never have a problem if someone says to me, "Yeah, well, Leon beats you in a show."
Yeah.
Why do you think I'm doing the same fucking show as him, man? Come on. I'm a bodybuilder. I'm an idiot.
Yeah, I'm gonna move away from classic anyway, bro. Trust me.
Yeah, you're gonna have no choice.
I'm going men's physique.
Yeah, there's not a weight cap there. You can turn up at like 18 stone on stage.
Exactly, man.
I told you I was doing bikini.
Bikini, yeah, bro. I might get a BBL and just do fucking wellness. Fuck it.
One all day.
On the risk of us just spawning off more shit for an extra half an hour, let's end it. Thank you everybody for watching. Let us know in the comments what you want the forfeit for Brad and Leon to be, because my stuff is going to be correct on my predictions. And we'll see you next time, guys. Thanks for listening to this absolute ramble.
Much love, squad.
Right.
How do I stop record?
You're a fucking old man. Come on. You press